In this video, I will offer an alternative view on the all-seeing eye, also referred to as the third eye, as well as the Masonic pyramid on the dollar bill. I will also explain my new YouTube video thumbnail image, which you see on the screen. Because somebody told me I needed to up my thumbnail game, so I decided to make this eye-catching thing that you see, to make it a little bit less spooky and serious. I added a pair of Thug Life sunglasses just for fun. But anyway, so what you see there is basically the scale of consciousness represented as the Masonic pyramid found on the dollar bill. And regardless of how the Masons and the Illuminati see this, the all-seeing or third eye in this interpretation is your ability to observe your own mind stuff neutrally. This ability is latent in most people but can be activated by formal meditation, meaning that you sit down with your eyes closed and observe whatever comes and goes in your mind, trying not to get lost in a daydream. Opening this third eye, this inner vision or all-seeing eye, is crucial if you want to increase your level of consciousness. Otherwise, you're simply run by this Babel tower of negativity and programming that got installed in you since birth, and that becomes your destiny. Activating your third eye inner vision is how you can start to debug your unconscious mind, thereby reclaiming more and more of your full awareness as you raise your level of consciousness and mind. This inner Babel tower of negativity and corruption is built brick by brick in you from your newborn to adulthood, and the cornerstone is the initial rejection trauma that's causing the split off from your source consciousness and love, which I talk about in detail in my ebook and other videos. This is reflected in the 3D manifested Babel tower of corruption that is our civilization, ruled by a secretive elite pretending to be this all-seeing eye, hovering above common people because they have access to special knowledge and technology that we do not. Like the villain in movies, they are ultimately seeking total control to see the whole world burn if they cannot achieve world domination they crave. Also, like most villains in movies, they are propped up by artificial means. Their all-seeing eye is technology-based, as these people are on a negative path seeking to get down the scale of consciousness instead of up. Their twisted version of enlightenment is to merge as fully as possible with the collective negative shadow that they worship as Lucifer. Their rituals serve this purpose, among other things, and they are fully aligned and run by this collective shadow, feeding off of the global negativity they help facilitate in all sorts of ways. It's a symbiotic relationship, as they are granted ever more worldly power the more food they help generate for this Lucifer collective shadow entity. This is why the truth about schizophrenia is so protected, because it reveals how this Lucifer collective shadow hive mind entity works. The negative gaslighting voices that schizophrenics hear, and that we all hear to various degrees, regularly launch piranha-style attacks that completely drain the schizophrenic person of their life force and energy. In other words, it's using these people as the ultimate food source by generating paranoia and fear in them. As long as you have the Babel tower of corruption and negativity in your system, which amounts to resistances to the flow of your consciousness, you too are generating food for the beast. This is how it is on a negative planet, and admitting you are corrupted is the first step to inner healing. Inner work is using your so-called third eye or all-seeing eye to burn away the bricks of resistances that are built up like a Babel tower in you. Only a ghost version of this artificial trauma-based personality structure remains when you fully heal it. And while this may be your default personality, you are not trapped in it like a pain body cage full of sore points and triggers after it's been healed. So that's the meaning of my YouTube channel thumbnail. It's a visual display of the all-seeing eye or third eye burning away the bricks of resistances of the Babel tower of corruption that's built inside you, like a prison. The more people who dismantle themselves like this, the more this is reflected in the mirror of our 3D reality. Since critical mass has been reached thanks to the influx of lightworkers and souls who specialize and volunteer for this kind of work, the mass consciousness has rapidly increased to the higher 400s in recent decades. The mirror of reality is therefore undergoing radical changes that we are in the midst of these days. Resisting these changes is only serving the beast, while accepting the changes and rolling with them smoothens the transitions into the golden age at even higher levels. Since Trump is the most visible agent of these radical changes, he is therefore the most hated person by everyone who is deeply in the clutches of the beast, whether they realize this or not. The best you can do always is to work on yourself, use your third eye to debug your unconscious mind and increase your level of mind and consciousness as best you can. Blaming and trying to change the mirror of 3D reality keeps you trapped. The only way to truly change anything is to increase your level of consciousness. And this is also how you best can help the planet and everything going on, the whole ascension thing. To learn how to get up the scale as quickly as possible, I suggest you get my ebook, where I also go much deeper into all of this.